The wind whispered through the decaying trees, its mournful sighs harmonizing with the creaking of the rusted gate. I stood before the abandoned house, its broken windows like soulless eyes, inviting me into its dark, sinister embrace. There was something undeniably wrong about this place, but my curiosity was an irresistible force. My friends and I had heard the tales of the house for years, stories passed down through generations, each one more spine-chilling than the last. They spoke of a tragic family that had once lived there, a family that had vanished without a trace. Some claimed they were victims of a malevolent spirit, while others whispered about a curse that had plagued them. I had scoffed at the stories, believing them to be mere superstitions. But now, as I stood at the threshold of the forsaken dwelling, a shiver ran down my spine. My friends, Dave, Sarah, and Mike, all shared my unease, but were determined to prove that the legends were nothing more than fabrications of fearful minds. With flashlights in hand, we cautiously entered the house. The air inside was heavy with the scent of mold and decay, and the floorboards groaned beneath our feet as if protesting our intrusion. As we ventured further into the gloom, we noticed the remnants of a once grand life. Faded wallpaper, shattered furniture, and forgotten family portraits. The first sign that something was terribly wrong came when we reached the basement. The stairs leading down seemed to stretch endlessly, and the air grew colder with each step. Our flashlights illuminated the dirt-caked walls, revealing chilling messages scrawled in blood-red paint. "They are here and don't go any further," were among the eerie warnings that lined the passage. Ignoring the warnings, we pressed on, determined to uncover the truth. In the basement's center, we found a circle of candles, their flames flickering in the oppressive darkness. It was then that a voice, cold and mocking, echoed around us. "Welcome, trespassers," it hissed. My heart pounded in my chest as we spun around, searching for the source of the voice. But the basement remained empty, save for the flickering candles. Panic began to set in, but curiosity compelled us to continue our descent into the depths of the unknown. As we reached the basement's farthest corner, we discovered a hidden chamber, its entrance obscured by a dusty, tattered curtain. The room contained an ornate mirror, its surface warped and discolored with age. And in its reflection, we saw a family, a mother, father, and 2 children, trapped in a never-ending loop of torment. The mother's eyes were wide with terror as she watched her children scream in agony, their faces twisted in pain. The father's face contorted in anguish as he tried in vain to save them, his hands passing through their ethereal forms. We were witnessing their final moments, trapped in an eternal nightmare. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted and the voice returned, chilling us to our very core. "You've come to join us," it hissed. The mirror began to crack, and the room filled with the anguished wails of the trapped souls. In our desperation, we tried to flee, but the door slammed shut, trapping us inside. The walls seemed to close in on us, and the mirror's fractured surface began to bleed, releasing the tortured spirits into the room. They swirled around us, their cold, clammy hands reaching for our throats. We screamed and struggled, but our voices were drowned out by their agonized cries. I felt icy fingers close around my neck, squeezing the life from me. But then, as suddenly as it had begun, the nightmare ceased. The spirits retreated, leaving us gasping for breath. The mirror had shattered completely, and the room was empty once more. We stumbled out of the basement, our minds reeling from the horrors we had witnessed. The house, now darker and more malevolent than ever, seemed to whisper threats as we fled into the night. In the end, we had ventured where we should not have, and we paid the price for our curiosity. The legends were no mere superstitions. They were a grim warning, a testament to the evil that had taken root within those decaying walls. The abandoned house, forever tainted by its dark history, would continue to claim the souls of those who dared to enter, a grim reminder that some mysteries are better left untouched.